2020 presidential election coverage starts now.
So these are the betting odds that you can see for Trump and Biden. And what I wanted to point out here is that Biden's odds are improving markedly. This is post the first debate, which I believe took place on September the 29th, which is right over there. Okay. And on September the 29th, Joe Biden was sitting at 54.5 in the betting odds against Donald Trump's 45. And what's happened since? So of course, Joe Biden had better betting odds. Think of it like kind of if you put 100 on, you stand to gain sort of 50. If you put 100 on, you stand to gain whatever the difference is, but between 100 and 54.5. And so you get less off Biden than you do off Trump because Biden is favored to win. So because he's favored, everyone, in the betting pool, people think he's going to win. You don't make as much off of it. Donald Trump's more of an upset in the betting pool in that way. But Joe Biden is sitting at 54.5%. Donald Trump's at 45%. So there's a 10-point differential between Biden and Trump. So Biden's pretty favored. That's the day of the first debate. But now we're looking back and we're looking at what's the fallout of that first debate. And what the fallout is that Biden's betting odds just continued to improve daily. They went from sort of 54 to 59.8 to 61.3 and to sort of 61, and Donald Trump's sitting at 37.5. So if you remember, Donald Trump was at 45. He's now at 37.5. Joe Biden was at 54.5, and he's now at 61. So this is the biggest differential in the betting odds that we've seen since about, let's say, August 1st, when Joe Biden was sitting at 61 against Donald Trump's 36.4. So we're sort of at the same place. Maybe Joe Biden was a little bit better off around sort of August and late July. But right now the betting odds have massively improved for Biden. So that sort of is a vote in favor of the fact that, or of the idea rather, that Biden won the first presidential debate. I mean, whoever won the first presidential debate, you'd expect their odds go up in the betting pool and not down. These are real betting odds, so these are, these aren't like odds where they're just theoretical or something. These are the actual real betting odds. So it appears that Biden, at least whoever is supporting Biden or the people who are weakly supporting Trump, they're now much more in favor of Biden having won after that first debate than Donald Trump. If you go back, there were times, at least early in the campaign rather, April, May, June, where Donald Trump's sitting around 50 points in the betting odds against Joe Biden's 41.9 points. So you would have won more on Joe Biden than Donald Trump because Donald Trump was favored in this same betting pool. Now that's unusual. If we go back to 2016, you can't really see the betting odds here, but you can get a chance of winning and other things. And you can see that here, right from the beginning, Clinton's chance of winning was higher than Trump's. There was one point at which Trump was at 50.1% against Clinton's 49.9% on practically a single day. And then Clinton's odds widened massively, narrowed somewhat toward the first debate. But post that first debate, instantly you see Clinton's chance of winning rise just continuously until the second debate, at which point Clinton's chances of winning continued to rise somewhat. And after the third debate, Clinton's chances of winning started to fall. So you got, after that first debate right there on September 26, 2016, you got a massive increase in the chance of winning for the Democrat candidate. In that case, it was Clinton. And we're seeing something similar now in the betting odds. That first debate occurred, and you have an increase in the chance of winning for that Democrat candidate, in this case, Joe Biden. What's unique here is that the betting average actually had Donald Trump beating Joe Biden. And Joe Biden has climbed from that to the position of sort of being at 60 against 37 and has gotten back to that position. Whereas in 2016, Hillary was always favored to win. So if you're a Democrat, you're looking at this and saying, well, this is really good news because, especially if you had bet on Joe Biden, because the odds are improving so much, that suggests that people who are putting real money on these two candidates do feel that Joe Biden's odds are climbing pretty substantially. But if you're a Republican, you'll look at something like this, like the chance of winning in the 2016 election, and you will see that Clinton actually was much more heavily favored. For example, here 80% against 20% for Trump. That might not have been where the betting odds were, but this is their chances of winning, and was practically always ahead of Trump, other than this one moment right here, and that never changed. Whereas with Biden, Trump was actually ahead of Biden at one point. That's not a good thing, and the fact that his odds have exploded post first debate is, if you're a Republican, you're looking at that and saying, well, that the same thing happened in 2016, yet the Republicans won, and therefore it's not that big of a deal. It's sort of part and parcel of the process. But if you're a Democrat, you're looking at this and you're going, this is good. You know, the odds are now at the biggest point they were in any of the previous time, and Joe Biden's just massively sitting there with these massive odds. So if you like this video, be sure to hit like, follow, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.